Hi everyone, I wanted to show you a quick and easy meal to make with leftovers. I went ahead and prepped everything ahead of time. I will have the ingredients listed below. First, you want to go ahead and start heating the oil. We started with a little bit of canola oil, is what I use here at home. Then you want to go ahead and grab your onions and start sauteing them until they become a little transparent. Now you do want to start with a little higher heat. We also stick a scoop, about a spoonful of garlic. Best right now on hand we had this minced garlic, which is best fresh garlic, which is our favorite, but again, this is what we had on hand and we're trying to make this quick and easy. Next, you want to take bring up the heat a little bit higher, go ahead and start stirring, go ahead and start getting everything ready. The onions are cut a little larger because I do have a picky eater in the house that doesn't like vegetables. So this just makes it easier for him to pull it out. It is best to go ahead and dice them very small, so that way you don't see the big chunks of onions. And it's also a good idea if you do have picky eaters, they could have the flavor of it and then just also enjoy the taste of it. Continue stirring it until it turns that transparent. If you could see now, it's getting there, almost there. It started to get that clear color it should get. Then you want to add, we diced green onions, did the same thing because of our picky eater in the house. And we're going to go ahead and just continue sauteing it to let all those fresh flavors out. The house smells amazing. You can smell it already. Then we went ahead and put the heat on medium and continue spinning and turning. Turning your onions and your garlic and green bell peppers. Then you want to go ahead and add your sofrito. That's a Spanish condiment. It has cilantro, green peppers, red bell peppers. Some add tomatoes. There's a lot of onions, garlic. It's all fresh. You just blend it all together and that's your sofrito. We added about a tablespoon or two. This time she added two. My mom was actually teaching me how to make it. It's something we make quick and easy. So if you're a parent and you need to come home and need a quick idea, you go ahead. Now we did add this Goya jamon. Normally we don't, but since we had it on hand, we stick everything we can. You could put regular fresh ham in there if you like. Also with the meat that you put in, depending, last week we had yesterday we had barbecue chicken in there, so we didn't need the ham. Now you continue mixing. We also added culantro or recao, if I'm saying it correctly. It's also a green leaf that brings a lot of flavor. You go ahead and mix it. Then after all that is stirred in, you want to add whatever meat. We had on hand pork, so we went ahead and added it. Normally, you would already have all your ingredients cooked, your meat cooked, so we went ahead, since we did the chicken yesterday, that was leftovers, we did cook the pork. Now, since we are cooking with pork, you want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked and just continue stirring until it's completely done. Now here we just continue stirring and stirring it, making sure it's cooked completely. You could just smell it. I wish you could smell it now. That steamy steam coming up smells amazing. Now we did do something different in that Teramix, sorry. That's also just an ingredient that you got for taste, color. It's very healthy, so we started adding it to all the food that we can, and it gives it a nice pretty red color to the rice. So you go ahead, continue mixing it, stirring it all together as we completely cook the pork. There's Elijah. He wanted to be part of us cooking. There he is, that beautiful boy. Now remember, kids shouldn't be near the stove, so we did go ahead and move them. But going back to the cooking, you want to go ahead and continue stirring, continue mixing everything, making sure that that pork is fully cooked. Normally this time would be cut if your meat was already if your meat was already cooked from the night before. You would be right now stirring everything together, which only takes a few minutes. Now, we did have leftover stewed beans, which is habichuela guisadas. We went ahead and poured everything, even the potatoes, the sauce that it came in. You just go ahead and mix that all together as well. You want to go ahead and stir it all in, like you see here. And I wish you guys, as you watch this, you could smell it, because it smells amazing. Now remember, once doing this, a lot of this stuff has been pre-cooked, pre-seasoned, so you do not need salt as much. You could probably add it to taste, depending on how everything tastes, sorry. And there it is. It looks delicious and smells amazing. Now we did add achote oil, which is a coloring oil, about a couple tablespoons, maybe not as much. You just want it mainly again for the color. So we went ahead and stirred that in and get that nice and hot. Get all those flavors going. Now we did add the rice. This is a little more than a cup, so we did about 2.5, since we have several meals, several plates, and plus a lunch that needed to be taken. So we did make a little extra. I use at home medium grain, but you could use any grain. And then also, side note, it should have been cooked rice, leftover rice, but we did use it yesterday for another plate. So for this one, we'd use uncooked rice. So you're gonna go ahead and mix it like you're making rice with beans. It's about the same concept. Again, it's also quicker if you go ahead and you use leftover rice from the night before. You would do exactly the same thing. The only difference is when the time comes and you add your water, you will add a little less water than you normally do. But in this situation, we are going to add a little bit more, since we are using uncooked rice. And there you go. Now this is something quick any parent could do when you're on a rush or you need a quick idea. Now again, remember, this is for uncooked rice, so you're going to go ahead and just stir it all together. Make sure everything is nice and mixed. You want to make sure that your level is correct. A quick trick is to have your spoon stand up. Make sure it stands straight. If it does lean the way this one did, it just has a little bit extra water than it should. So you want to go ahead and just take out a little bit extra water, just in case. You don't want it to overload it of water. So we're going to go ahead and take some of it out and make sure that it is good. And remember, again, don't forget, if you're using cooked rice, you just add a little bit of extra water just to rehydrate the rice from the night before. But again, we did use uncooked rice this time. So you want to go ahead and let this sit. It's going to bubble up, and once all the water is dry, that's when we do the next stir. And you put the lid. While that is bubbling, we started with meat. We made some leftover ingredients, which was garlic and lime that we used for some other meat that we did. Now here's Elijah again in the kitchen. He came back in. He wants to be mama's helper. Yes, cutie pie. Life of a mom. So here, I'm just showing you what it looks like. It is a little wet. You can still see a little bit of the water. So you want to go ahead and just let it be. Now we did add, I forgot to say, we did add turmeric and lemon zest or lemon peels, just to give it a little bit more flavor and a little bit of color to the meat. And then again, all the health benefits for the turmeric is amazing. And then we let it sit. Now the rice is completely dry, so you want to go ahead and stir it one more time. Go ahead and get it really nice and mixed. Scrape everything from the sides, the bottom, and just turn from the inside out. See, just from the inside out, you want to go ahead and mix it. Smells amazing. Put the lid on top, bring the fire on low, and then the meat is ready. The meat has been marinating for about 30 minutes, so now we're on our way to the grill. It's a beautiful day. There's Samuel. Hi, Samuel. So now we're on our way to the grill. Okay, and while that is cooking, we checked on the rice. The rice is complete. We also did finish the meat, which is right here. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Here's the end result, and it was amazing.